It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns, and it's all up next.
Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jordan Elliott gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Browns on their way out now for the first time, and we'll also get a look at the player brought in for Houston to run this offense, and that's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Watson looks to throw again. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Watson gets this one to Cooper. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Watson on target to David Njoku. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Watson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And some room to run now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw is Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. To the air yet again, Watson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just
throw it across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. On first down, it's Watson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. A shotgun snap for Watson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Touchdown!
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Edwards again on second down.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. To throw is Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Watson, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete.
And he's going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the... And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jordan Elliott in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken from just outside the 30. A solid stiff arm.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watson going to look to tuck and run.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
York on now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here